Hey everybody, so kind of subsequent to my review of the Surefire Pro DFT, I've had some people asking, well, how does this thing do clearing a house? We can see that it throws across football fields. How does it do inside of a house? I don't really showcase or teach tactics or anything of that nature, so you may clear a house differently. I'm not really trying to clear this house. I'm just trying to show how the beam pattern plays over the furniture and everything else. I've placed a bunch of ball caps around the house in various locations. Those will be our bad guys. And like I say, we're not trying to clear this house. We're not trying to move tactically. We're just trying to play the beam over the features of the house so that you can get an idea of how this will light up a structure inside. Everybody does things differently, and so we're not going to talk about that. This is a Streamlight HLX, high mode only, how I've programmed it. And you can see this, I blacked everything out. Umbrella lighting. See there, we've got a pretty good cone of light. There's one of our hats. There's one of our hats. That's one of our hats there. Got some pretty tall ceilings. There's one of our hats. Umbrella lighting. This is about a 20-foot ceiling. This is maybe a little brighter on the phone than what I'm seeing, but and you got to take into account the phone's going to auto adjust brightness some too, so that kind of makes things a little bit wonky for these kind of videos. Oh, there's one of our hats. Umbrella lighting. It's a pretty typical sized room. Probably something like 10 by 12. Coming back out into the living room area. Like I say, this obviously isn't a tactics video or how to move through a dark house or any nonsense like that. Just showcasing how the beam pattern's doing. Here's one of our hats. One thing I want to point out, you see where it's dark? There you go, that's what I'm seeing. When we do that and it dims down, that doesn't go away. I'm still seeing that. That's part of the limitations of the camera. That's what I'm looking at. When we focus on the hot spot, that dims down. So I want you all to keep that in mind. I want you to understand that the hot spot and the spill doesn't nearly cut off as abruptly as you're seeing. See there? But if we focus on that hot spot, it's like half of that fireplace is invisible. And that's about what I'm seeing with my eyes, not that. I wanted to kind of make that distinction. Now we're going to run through this with the Surefire Mini Turbo Thrower. And I'll show you how it does. Again, I mentioned the hot spot and the cutoff because I think that's going to matter a lot with this light and the videography limitations we have. There you go. Umbrella lighting. Now keep in mind this is 650 lumens and about 100,000 Candela. And that's about what I'm seeing. I'm able to see the stove just like that. There's our hat. There's our other hat. Now that's pretty close to what I see with my own eyes right there. Right there's what I'm seeing. That's about what I see. You can see you definitely have to pan. Yeah, that's about what I'm seeing. So this is actually doing relatively accurate with the cutoff. Umbrella lighting. Okay. That's about what I see right there. Okay. You can see this is definitely requiring more panning than our Streamlight HLX required. Go ahead and umbrella light this room. Like I said, it's got about a 20-foot ceiling. That's about what we get with umbrella lighting. I'd say the phone might be enhancing things just a hair right here. It doesn't appear quite this bright to me. Not loads dimmer, but a little bit perhaps. Some umbrella lighting on the stairwell here. That is a pretty abrupt cutoff. That's about what I see. That's pretty abrupt. Well, there you have it, folks. In my opinion, the Surefire is obviously going to require more panning. It's going to require maybe more use of indirect lighting, such as umbrella techniques. But that's going to be something you're going to have to decide as to whether you want more flood or more throw, and what you intend to be using these for primarily. Anyway, I hope you found this video useful and informative. Go out there, shoot stuff, and be safe.